Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you this very springy look. I wanted to create something very colorful and just very light. So I went in with this purple pink look. I really loved how it came out. If you guys would like to know how to recreate this look, then just please keep watching and let's get to it. So I did just go ahead and start off by priming my eyelids. I did use a much lighter concealer just because the look that I'm trying to achieve today, it has a lot of pastel colors and just very light shades. So for that reason, I went in with a lighter base just so that the colors that I will be using today can pop out even more. And I also did my eyebrows as usual. I did go ahead and just leave these off camera. So today I did go ahead and just prime my eyelids with the Ulta Beauty Full Coverage Concealer. And this one is in the shade Light Warm. And I also went in and set the concealer with one of the eyeshadows from the palette that I'm using today, the Norvina palette. This palette has such pretty light and pastel colors that I figured it would go great with the look that I'm trying to achieve today. So I did go ahead and set the eyelids with this shade right here. It's almost like a bone color shade. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and now just apply some eye tapes to the corners of my eyes because I do want to get that very precise line at the end. So yeah, I did just want to go ahead and do this look today because I feel like we're now in this season, we're now in spring, so let's bring out those very light shades, very pastel colors. So this palette definitely offers that for us. So what I'm gonna go for today is kind of like a halo type of eye look. So we're gonna see how this comes out. So I'm gonna go in now and just apply the shade right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and with a Y19 brush, I am going to just add this shade to the corners of my eyes. And I'm not usually the type to do these types of looks, to be honest. I am venturing out into trying out different just looks and just different colors that I personally would never choose for myself. But you know what? That's what makeup's for, to really just get out of your comfort zone and just like play with it, because why not? This is such a pretty like pastel type of pink, but I'm also saying that if you want to build it up, you could definitely intensify the shade because it definitely allows for you to do that. So now I'm just gonna add some to my inner corner right here. Again, you don't have to be super precise because there will be some of the shade that's gonna transfer into the center, and that's okay because I'm still gonna go in and apply more concealer to the center so that we can really make the shimmer stand out once we apply it. So you definitely don't need to be that careful. Just try to focus the majority of the color on the corners. I'm also just gonna add it a little bit into the crease area. Go in now and apply the next color that I'm going to be using. I am going to go in with this purple shade right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that to that same area where I applied the pink shade, but I'm going to try and define it a little bit more so that it doesn't really get everywhere. To apply this shade, I'm going to use today the E19 brush from ColourPop. And this brush is a little bit more precise, so it's gonna really allow me to just concentrate the shade in the areas where I want it to be at. So this shade, I'm just going to add it to the corners to just go ahead and give it more depth. There's definitely a little bit of fallout with this palette. I hadn't really had the chance to try it out, and now that I'm using it, it actually has quite a bit of fallout, but I mean the colors are still really pretty and I really like how the combination looks so far. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take a concealer brush and I'm just gonna add a little bit of concealer to the brush so that we can go ahead and clean out the center for the halo. And this is just a brush from BH Cosmetics. It's a concealer brush and I'm going to just tap in the center. And it really doesn't need to be perfect because we're still gonna go in afterwards and blend the edges and just make everything look better. So just as long as you have something like that so that you can go based off and add the shimmer. What I like to do just to see how far I need to take my concealer to the crease is I will go ahead and just look up and then I'll look down, and if you can see right here, it just left me a mark, so that's where I should take my concealer. From that part down, I'll just go ahead and apply the concealer. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna go in and just blend everything out. But now I am gonna go ahead and apply the shimmer in the center. I am not going to set it, I'm just gonna go in and apply it like that. And to do that, I'm going to use this E3 brush from ColourPop. And I'm going to take this shade right here. And I'm just going to add all of that to the concealer area that we set in the center. Okay, I'm going to go in and just apply it like that and see how intense it is. That's how it's looking. It's not super intense, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to get some of the shade on the brush, and with some setting spray, today I'm using the e.l.f. one, I'm just going to spritz some so that we can give it that wet looking effect. Okay, so I did just go ahead and finish off my other eye, and this is how it's looking. I did think it was gonna be a little bit more of an intense shade, but it really is kind of subtle, the shimmer that I applied in the center. So I don't know how I feel about it. I am going to blend out the crease area. To do that, I am just gonna take the first brush that I took with that pink shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the crease. And I'm gonna also go back in with more of that purple shade that I used for the outer corners, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more so that we can blend in that shimmer that we just added to the center. I am going to apply some eyeliner. Today I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, and I'm just gonna go in and do a quick wing, so I'll be right back. I did do my wing eyeliner, and thankfully it came out really good this time. I also went ahead and just cleaned out the fallout that I had from the eyeshadow. So now I am gonna go in and just prep my skin so we can apply foundation. Today I'm gonna be using this Professional primer, and I'm just gonna apply some of this to my T-zone area, and then I'll just go ahead and massage the rest to the other parts of my face. I just really like this primer because it is really mattifying, as well as it just fills in your pores completely and it leaves your skin super soft. So definitely try it out if you haven't tried it. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but it is definitely a very good primer. So while we wait for just the primer to really sink in the skin and blur the pores, I am gonna go in with a quick coat of mascara. Today I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. And I'm just going to add a quick layer to my eyelashes. Now I'm going to go in and apply some falsies. Today I'm going to be using the Kiss Pompadour Style Lashes. I am gonna go in and just prep these and apply them really quickly, and I'll be right back with you guys. Now that we have some lashes on, I'm gonna go in and apply my foundation. Today I'm gonna be using the CoverGirl True Blend Matte Mate Foundation. This is in the shade M70. To blend out the foundation, I am gonna be using my Y6 Morphe brush. And now I'm just gonna go in and conceal my face. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Beige. To blend out the concealer, I'm going to be using my Real Technique sponge. Today, to go ahead and just set these areas where I've applied the concealer, I'm going to be going in with my number 7 translucent powder. And I'm just going to go in now and set my eyebrows. I'm going to be using my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This one is in the shade Espresso. Now I'm going to go in and just bronze my skin. Today I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And to apply it with, I am going to be using my Y5 brush from Morphe. And just to contour a little bit my nose, I am going to take this e.l.f. blending brush, and I am going to take a little bit of that bronzer. And I'm just going to run it down my nose, just to go ahead and give it a little bit of definition. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up the bronzing that we did. I'm gonna just take a little bit more of that number 7 translucent powder, and I'm going to drag it with the beauty sponge like that, just to go ahead and really carve out the cheeks. And then I'm also just gonna run a little bit down my nose. With that same brush that I used to contour my nose, I'm also just gonna add a little bit under my lip right here, just to go ahead and give it some volume. And while we wait for all of this to just set, I am gonna finish off the eye look, and I am going to take this Morphe Y20 brush, and because we're doing like the purple theme, I am gonna just take that purple shade that I used earlier, and I am going to apply it under my eye. Okay, so I did go ahead and just finish off the bottom look. I did go in and add a white eyeliner to my waterline, just so that I can really open up the eyes and just bring more light into the look. I'm gonna go ahead and now apply a quick coat of mascara to my bottom lashes, and we should be ready to finish off the look. So now I'm going to just go in and apply some blush. I am going to be using this Tarte blush in the shade Party. And I am going to be applying it with this Y4 brush from Morphe. I'm going to just go in now and clean the rest of the powder that we have on the face. I'm going to be using my F18 brush from ColourPop. And now to just finalize the look, I am going to apply my lip product. This is in the shade Foxy, and it's from the brand Believe Beauty. For highlighter today, I am going to go in with my AMREZY highlighter from Anastasia, and I'm using a Y14 brush to apply this. I'm also just gonna add this shimmer right here to my inner corner. I'm going to use a E20 brush from ColourPop. So here you have it. This is the completed look. I really loved how it all came together. Honestly, I did not know what I was going for, but I'm very happy with the results. I really liked how this came out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the look that we created today. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, leave me any suggestions or recommendations that you guys may have. I would love to hear your guys' feedback. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel and make sure that you're enabling the notification bell so that you can be in the loop of when my next video goes up. That's pretty much all I have for you guys today. I loved hanging out with you once again and creating this look today. Please be kind to one another, stay safe, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Stay scrumptious. Bye guys.